In the early days, there was no education in our area. It was mostly knowledge of survival. We had to listen to everyone, not only the local people. Everyone that came around had something to offer, whether they knew it or not. It was important to have knowledge of some type for survival. And that's where we learned our way of life. Today, it's called subsistence. It was not subsistence in the old days. It was our way of life. Even today, it is still our way of life. We still depend on fish for our survival. My name is Joe Hotch. My Tlingit name is Gooks Daakashu. I was born May 17, 1930 in Haines. I belong to the Kaagawantaan tribe, Brown Bear clan. In the old days, we had one chief in the community, especially in Klukwan. He wouldn't let anyone go gaffing for salmon until the Chilkat Lake was full enough for a year. What he would do is send 4 or 5 young men to 10 Mile to see where the salmon were. When the salmon hit 10 Mile, he'd say, "Bring enough for the whole village to eat, but don't take more than that." So, that's what the young men would do. In a few weeks, the salmon would be at 16 Mile. He would have them get some more for the village. Then a third trip would be up to Chilkat Lake, and when they came back with the message that the salmon were up there, the chief would say, "Okay, start getting salmon for yourself." He made sure the salmon got up to the lake first, before any of us would get enough for the winter. Nowadays, we have several fish and game agents that can't completely control it, but at one time, one chief would control the whole valley. Nature's grocery store. I'm retired from fishing now, but that doesn't stop me from being concerned over our future subsistence. My children and grandchildren will be dependent upon the same food that I grew up on, same food that my parents grew up on and their parents grew up on. It's like what my mother used to say. It's just like going to the grocery store. You know where the best canned food is, and you go there. That's the way we are as natives. We can select our salmon. It's just like the coho salmon that goes up the Kelsall. When they go up there, it tastes like salt. It's already salted. We know that from Pyramid Harbor to 13 Mile, the sockeyes are oily, and as they go up farther, they are less oily. That's why we dry our fish further upstream, because they have less oil. It takes less time to dry. There are lots of things like that our people know. Those are things that we are aware of from the past, and it's going to continue on. Tlingit people are not happy with the hatchery salmon. It's very bad for our food. It's harming the natural salmon. The first fish that come up are the pinfish. It's also called the needlefish. Then the eulogin come, the trout, the sockeye, and then the king salmon. This is the system that the salmon use in the Chilkat area. The salmon rest behind Pyramid Island for a couple of days before they hit the river. All these little things our people know, and we hope to continue to have the same knowledge as our elders. God made us the stewards of our area, and our elders had good stewardship of this area. My grandmother would use an eagle feather and sweep the whole ground where they were going to work. That's how clean they were with the earth. They returned a lot of things back to the earth because they believed that the earth would give us back again if we give back to the earth. It's a way of life, and we don't consider ourselves better than any other race. We as Tlingit people really believe in equality.